to turn Canada into a post-nation state, the most glaring casualty has been a free and independent media representing Canadians. This has created an environment of opportunity for journalists who practice ethical truth journalism. Welcome to your spoiler alert. Hey, what's up, Canada and beyond? Welcome to another spoiler alert. I'm going to start doing these a lot more randomly. They're going to be very hard hitting, and I'm going to keep things a little bit shorter. That does not mean there is not going to be some of the usual stuff you guys are used to seeing, full-length interviews. As a matter of fact, Monday night, we've got one coming, and Tuesday night, but I'll get into that a little bit later on. Right now, I want to get into the meat of all of this, run through a couple of things at the tail end. I'm going to do something a little bit unusual here, guys. I'm going to play you guys a little video that I think it is absolutely imperative that you see, and I'm sure that you will want to share this far and wide, and then stay tuned to what happens next on Monday. So I've got a short documentary clip from a fella named Mickey Willis. Enjoy.
I've been a human rights activist for almost 20 years. As a documentary filmmaker, I've been on the front lines of many of our nation's biggest scandals and protests. From that perspective, I've been an eyewitness to the rise and fall of numerous people-powered movements. Nearly every organized resistance I've been a part of has ended just inches from victory for the same critical mistake: infighting, when members of the same group turn against each other. It often begins with whispers about the most prominent spokespeople of the cause. These rumors typically sound like, "I hear John is controlled opposition," or "Some people are saying Jane is compromised." While the use of infiltrators and agitators is a very real thing, I've yet to experience one scenario where such a label was accurately applied. And suspiciously, these labels are always branded on the people who are making the most progress. With the degradation of their reputation goes their contribution to your life. Prior to social media, people actually sat down to dialogue through their differences. Today, without solid evidence or sufficient inquiry, we go directly to our keyboards to vent our suspicions. Even after the rumor is proven false or simply fades away, some level of doubt and division always remains. This is all by design.
Part of what allowed so many people to walk away from Assange was some of the Me Too allegations that had surfaced and that were ultimately discredited, stuck in people's minds.
The voices of propaganda are masterful at this game. They knowingly run a false story, then retract it, knowing the lie will reach millions, but very few will see the correction.
Amy Coney Barrett's religious faith is being called into question again. She belongs to this People of Praise group, which the Southern Poverty Law Center has labeled them a hate group. When I stated that People of Praise had been deemed a hate group, I just got them mixed up with another group. I conflated them.
Okay. That happens, it's easy to do.
In the words of former CIA Director William Casey, "We'll know that our disinformation program is complete when everything the American public believes is false." The planting of divisive rumors is one of the most common tactics used in psychological warfare. As the lies bloom, like worker bees, well-intended citizens pollinate the masses with poisonous disinformation. What the gossiping bees fail to realize is that they themselves are doing the work of controlled opposition. They are literally, unwittingly, working on behalf of the very forces they believe they are resisting. Again, all of this is by design. While we've all been distracted by the latest trends and tragedies, everything that has influence on our behavior has been infiltrated by an agenda to control our thoughts. Whether their goal is to make us purchase a product, vote for a political party, or submit to experimental inoculations, there are forces at work who understand the functionalities of your mind far better than you do. Their goal is total control. But because they are the few and we are the many, they can only achieve total control through the age-old tactic of divide and conquer.
You're either with them or with us.
Never before have we been so divided. Divided by politics, religion, nation, state, race, class, gender, and now, vaccine status. To better understand how we got here, consider these three quotes from The Art of War by Sun Tzu. "The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war. The secret lies in confusing the enemy so that he cannot fathom our real intent. Though Sun Tzu lived over 2,500 years ago, his work remains at the heart of our CIA as well as the Chinese Communist Party's strategy today. It's no coincidence that around the same era as Sun Tzu, the words "united we stand, divided we fall" were first recorded. It is unity that will save our communities.
As you see in the audience, Muslims, Christians, the Jewish community, Democrats, Republicans, white, black, everyone all in between. This is the example of what you get when you choose to attack all members of the human family.
Our greatest power is our numbers, hence the relentless effort to shatter us into broken fragments. As their agendas are being exposed, the dividers will stop at nothing to cover their crimes against humanity. They have bunkers. All we have is each other. The good news is, that's all we need. Though we are intrinsically interconnected, our minds are being wired to obsess on our differences. Contrary to social indoctrination, we do not have to be ideologically aligned to stand together. We don't even have to like each other. There is only one thing that we must agree on, that freedom is our birthright. Now is the time to let go of whatever it is you're holding on to that keeps you divided from your friends, family, and fellow humans. Rise above all the micro dramas and distractions to see that a much bigger story is unfolding. Swallow your pride, humble yourself, let it go. I'm not suggesting that we look the other way when someone is clearly thwarting our forward momentum. There are people who deserve to be called out by name, especially those who are undermining our trust in each other. But even then, we should remember that there is a human life being affected by our words. We've been so conditioned to believe we are powerless that we've become careless with our power, like toddlers with loaded guns. How many times do we need to shoot our own foot till we realize that the power is in our hands? The only thing that can stop us at this point is us. We've all been lied to, scammed, fooled, tricked, conned, and coerced. Yes, it sucks. But here we are, wiser and stronger than we were just 3 years ago. This is the moment for us to activate our innate ability to create solutions. That can only happen through the awareness of symbiosis, defined as a mutually beneficial relationship between different groups. All of life depends on relationships. Every living thing is in communication, from the stars to the planets, the earth, the plants, the elements, the insects, the animals, the humans, and every cell within us. Real change out there begins with real change inside. The question is, how bad does it have to get before we're willing to change?
Well, guys, that was not exactly news, but considering the current situation that I see manifesting again across Canada, I felt that this was an incredibly important message for people to hear right now. We've got to stop focusing and spending our efforts on things that we don't agree on, and find the things that we do agree on and build from that. And when you hear people whispering behind the backs of others, he's right. Call those people out. When people have the guts to have a public discourse, a public discussion about it, then that's a different matter. I have been the brunt end of endless attacks exactly that way. One ongoing right now, where I am accused of being a Freemason, just an endless myriad of garbage and nonsense from people that don't have the guts to speak in public the things that they do hiding or in the shadows or in their own little ilk groups. So that's a really important message that I wanted to deliver today to everybody, to think about these kinds of things, as to when they hear about it, think about it. So the other thing that I wanted to do was to bring up a message. Oops, from I got the wrong tab here. I hope you see that. All right. I'm going to close this off with something that is good for us to focus our energy on and move forward. Monday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific. We scored a coup, guys. There's going to be an official global announcement here on What's Up Canada and LGM from our good friend Jason Shepard, who many of you will know is the creator and of the Wimkin platform, which has been doing amazing things, replacing Facebook somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 million daily users now. And most of you know that I've been working really hard on some other projects, moving forward, working with others, finding out what we're good at and building on that. And Jason and I got off the phone this afternoon, or pardon me, yesterday, with some exciting news that we're going to announce officially to the world on Monday. Now, I'm not going to play a complete spoiler alert and tell you guys anything really about this so that you don't tune in on Monday, but I will share with you what Jason has shared publicly on the Wimkin platform. If you look over here, you'll see some interesting stuff starting to appear as well. That there being a What's Up Canada support gear t-shirt from the Street Camo shop. But what did Jason have to share and to his 5 million users today? His 5 million users, he told, happy Saturday. I'm very excited to let you know that this coming Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, I will be a guest on What's Up Canada and discussing a new partnership with a Canadian news provider. Who's he talking about there? Looking Glass Media Coalition, guys. And Wimkin's emergence in Canada. How we circumvent draconian Canadian press and broadcasting laws, the launching of Realster, and more. We'll be streaming it live on Wimkin at 8 p.m. sharp. So fill you guys in on a little bit of that. Realster, many people have been talking about the TikTok being CCP owned, and we all know the garbage that YouTube is. And if you're not familiar with the shenanigans that they're pulling, go catch a episode of Louder with Crowder in the last couple of days. They're playing games. A lot of these platforms, I wonder often how they can survive on YouTube, and I get deplatformed every video I put up. Well, there's reasons for that, and there's solutions coming for that. So how big is this? How big is this, guys? Jason says, I've been contacted by ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox News, and a few other smaller conservative news networks regarding our Realster launch due to all of the TikTok news regarding their imminent ban in the USA. We're lining up media tour dates for Realster, and as soon as Realster is in app stores, we'll start our media and advertising blitz. Check out Realster, and you can check it out there. We get the straight up goods from it first on Monday. So that to me was a mighty big coup in the media space, guys. And that is the news portion of this spoiler alert. On Monday, so on Monday at a regular time of 6 Central, you'll see Chuck Black and myself on Last Week Today. And following that, you'll see at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central, you'll see Jason and myself, where he's going to introduce you to this new platform and tell you guys about another new platform that's there's multiple announcements coming on Monday. So please help us get the word out, get the news out there. And if you haven't subscribed over on lgm.news yet, get on it. There's big stuff coming. All right. On that note, stay tuned for more. There's going to be interesting, fun stuff coming at random dates, times, and moments, but it's going to be what you need to know when you need to know it. So we've got some big stories coming. We've just published a few in the last couple of days. There's a bunch of new stuff on whatsupcanada.org. And I got to say, guys, I'm excited when I scroll through some group chats and I see people talking about how much they love how much great content there is on lgm.news. So thank y'all. I love y'all. Stay Canadian, stay strong. We got this. There's some good stuff coming. Bye for now.